Angry Guy here, and today we're discussing why women don't understand men are never coming back. Today we're discussing why women don't understand men are never coming back. Women have basically become delusional and they are in absolute denial. They cannot comprehend that men are walking away and staying away and that they are fighting lives overseas with other wives. We're going to jump into this video very quickly. This actually comes from, I believe, Dating Right. I want you guys to check this out. All right.
No matter where he's from. And people calling them, oh, they're broke, they have nothing going on in America, that's why they have to live overseas. I'm just saying, not a lot of people in America has passports, which is kind of weird for a first world country. Also, if you have to travel overseas frequently or actually leave the country, that really doesn't equate to broke. If you're broke, you can't really do that.
These Filipinas are clapping back. They're using reason and logic. They're trying to explain reason to these black women. Like, ladies, these men aren't broke. You're out here calling these men broke. You're out here trying to shame these men. These men aren't broke, but they don't want to accept it because they're in absolute denial right now. In absolute denial. And that's one of the reasons why they don't understand that men aren't coming back, because they cannot accept the fact that these plan B guys are walking away and they don't have that option anymore. So this is what women do. They deny accountability. They have a fear of accountability. I forget what the name for that shit is. And they turn around and they live in a world, they live in their own delusional world where things are not happening the way they're actually happening in reality. All right, they distort their own reality. The reality is that these men are not broke. These men are traveling from one country to another country to another country. Do you know how expensive those plane tickets are? Like, these are like $1,000 plane tickets sometimes. All right, $1,000 plane tickets, $2,000 plane tickets. A lot of these dudes, they're going from one country to another country to another country. All right, and you have videos where they're with one woman, then another woman, then another woman, and these are beautiful women. All of these women are beautiful women. They're dressed well. They're high. They look gorgeous, but they're living in these countries, and automatically women assume that because it's a developing country, it has to be a country that's in mass poverty. Like, that's absolutely ridiculous. Developing doesn't mean poor. All right, doesn't always mean poor. You have a lot of developing countries that are absolutely gorgeous with incredible infrastructure, and sometimes some of the technology they have over there that they have implemented, we don't even have implemented here in the United States. Things like high speed rail, like certain types of high speed railways, or just certain kinds of technology that we just don't have in the U.S. for due to regulation or infrastructure.
Hey, what's going on, good people? In this video, we're going to be discussing a foreign woman that did a video, what she had things to say about the passport men movement, and she got a lot of pushback.
I've been seeing a lot of this passport bros video going around where American women are getting kind of upset that men are leaving America to find their woman. But they go to places where women speak a little English, no education
She
whatsoever.
got so much pushback from Western women that she had to make a second video to address it. So, we're definitely going to get into it and break it down. But before we do, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. And also, guys, do me a favor by watching the ads on these videos. Don't skip the ad. Go ahead and take a break. Go use the restroom.
Yeah, that's another thing, guys. Like, if you support the channel, you know, if you support the channel, support the ads. Support if you support the channel, support the ads, watch the ads. Help support the channel that way, because that really helps out for me as well. So don't skip the ads. Don't skip the ads. Support the channel. I have YouTube Premium, so I don't have to watch ads. But yeah,
Room, get a drink, and let the ad play if you really want to support the channel. Now, thank you for your support. Let's get right into the video.
I want to expand a little bit on this passport bro situation because a lot of people are upset at me, calling me a pick me, saying like men only go overseas because they're the bottom of the barrier here that no one wants, and they only want women that's easy to control. They want a maid, they want a servant, they want a doormat, etc. In what world that gives you an impression that women overseas are easier to control, easier to manipulate, that we're not smart to see what a good man is? And for the people that bring in race about this, never once I mentioned race in my video. And men are not only going to Asia, they're going to Africa, they're going to Dominican Republic.
See, this is where things are. I told you it's an international competition right now. You know, I feel sad. I feel sad that this poor woman has to come out and say it like that. Like these men are not just going to. They're not just going to the Philippines. They're going to all the different countries. They're going to the Dominican Republic. They're going to Africa. They're going for real black women in Africa. All right. African American women can't understand. They can't accept that these men are going to Africa and getting themselves black women in Africa. All right. Okay. Like 100% black women. Okay, because it hurts a lot of feelings, but the average African American is only like 75% black. They're going over to Africa. They want a black woman. They go to Africa. You know, I've seen comments on my videos from these women saying that, oh, black women say we'll just go we'll go and get ourselves a nice German guy, or we'll go to Europe and get ourselves a nice white guy. Like these white guys don't want y'all. If a white man wants a black woman, he's going to Africa. If these men over in Europe, they want a black woman, they're going to Africa. All these women, and listen, y'all are delusional. Like these black women are delusional. All these black women that live in countries, that live in these white European countries, like they either came from Africa or their parents came from Africa. And, one of their parents came from Africa and they had children there. Like, you're like, oh, my mother was from Ghana. My mother was from Ghana, and she married a Swedish guy. Or my father, he was from Nigeria, and he married a Nigerian woman. And sometimes it's even the other way around. Sometimes it's even the other way around. It's crazy. It's crazy. My mother was from Ethiopia. She married my mother was from Ethiopia. She married a guy from France. Like it's just, I'm just being real. Like these men, they're not marrying. If they want a woman, if these white dudes, if they want a black woman, they're gonna get them a black woman. They're not getting an imitation. They don't want this bad behavior. African American black women have damaged the word black, because there are many black people in this world who don't come from Africa. But just the association of African American, when people around the world consider what African American means, because they associate it with thug culture, disrespect, avoiding education, all right, ghetto culture, drug use, okay, running from authority, bad relationships with the cops. All right, I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest with you. Wearing weaves and wigs, okay, like improper, not speaking proper English, prison culture. Where did all that 80% of all the men in jail came from motherless homes? Y'all, do you realize that the black population of the United States has been stuck at around 13 to 14% for decades now, because black women have aborted 19 million babies since Roe versus Wade? Black women have aborted 19 million babies since Roe versus Wade. And as a result, the black population has literally stayed at 13 to 14%. It cannot grow. Blacks are not growing in this country. They have not grown for decades. They are stuck because black women are wiping out generation after generation after generation. It is genocide. Black women have committed genocide. These women cannot pass into the kingdom of heaven. They cannot pass into the kingdom of heaven. Guys, they cannot pass into the kingdom of heaven. They cannot rock with Jesus. They took too many lives. They took the lives of the innocent. These babies didn't even have a chance. So it's serious. It's real serious like that. It is real serious like that. After what they've done, they don't have any options. All right, they have no, and they're not really trying to repent. They're not trying to repent. They're trying to argue. You know, these women are trying to repent for what they've done. They're trying to argue. Try to go one on one with Jesus. Like, listen, Jesus, you're the reason why this happened, and so and so and so. And you sent these good for nothing men down there, and all kinds of bullshit. One load of bullshit that these women are gonna go on with, talking about a whole load of bullshit. You sent these good for nothing men, and you see how they behave, and they don't know how to respect a woman, and it's gonna be a whole load of shit. No accountability whatsoever. Blaming the men in front of God too. And they're gonna blame God too. Like, God, you know what you were doing, all right? You're the one who fucked us up. Now you got us fucked up, and we're just here trying to survive. Like, what the fuck? Y'all here talking like this to God? Y'all really on some shit. And guys, if you're enjoying these videos, as I've said, if you've already subscribed, thank you so much. If you haven't, please subscribe. Turn on notifications to miss another video again, and hit the like button, because when you hit the like button, it tells YouTube that, hey, YouTube, I want to see more of these videos. And guys, please don't skip the ads. If you're enjoying the videos, don't skip the ads. You know, maybe go to the bathroom, take a quick piss or something, but let the ad play in the background. All right. And if you want to show some love for the channel, if you want to say, Angry, I love you, without actually having to commit, you know, because some of y'all have commitment issues, you can send me some, you can drop me some, drop me a one-time donation via Cash App, Venmo, or PayPal. Or you can also send a super chat, a super sticker, or whatever. And actually, that's how I'll read your comment the fastest. And you can join channel memberships that are available on YouTube right now. And you get bonus videos when you join channel memberships. So there are videos that are exclusive, that can only be viewed by members. But don't worry, I mean, I'm still putting out tons of videos for you. But there's some videos that will only be viewable by members. But you'll figure that out on your own. But anyway, I mean, guys, men are walking away, and there's a reason why they're walking away. And women don't understand. Women don't understand that men are never coming back. Like, they don't realize this is the end. Like, come 2030, when 45% of all women are estimated to be single between the ages of 25 and 44, you know, they don't realize, like, those guys are gone. You know, those guys are gone. They're not coming back. They're done. And just like this woman said, you know, this isn't just happening with Asian women. It's not just Asian women taking these men. Women in the Dominican Republic are taking these men. Women in Africa are taking these men. Women in Brazil are taking these men. It's an international competition to take these men. Eastern European, they desperately want these men. You know, it's not a game. It's real. It's serious like that. And they're attacking these poor Asian ladies because they can't keep up.
Costa Rica, like anywhere.
Costa Rica.
Except staying in America. And for the people saying I'm belittling American women, all I said is some women here are ungrateful. As he should. That is ungrateful. I still stand for what I said. If a man does the same thing, he is ungrateful too.
All she did was she said that these women are ungrateful. That's all she did. All she did was call out women and point out that a lot of these American women are ungrateful. A lot of American women are absolutely ungrateful. We should all be grateful that we can eat every night. We should all be grateful that we have that we have clothing on our backs. We should be grateful for these things. We should be grateful that we have a bed to sleep in. We should be grateful for the small things. We should be grateful for every single day. American women aren't grateful for shit. All right? They aren't grateful for shit. They want everything and anything, and they believe they deserve it. And then it's like, even when it comes to men, they're not grateful for it. They don't want a good man. They can have the greatest man. They have the greatest man to ever live, and it'd still look for better. All right. I mean, these women could have Jesus, and it'd still be out there wondering if there's something better. It's so true. It is so true. I'll tell you why. Because they're thinking to themselves, like, I have everything now. I have the King of all kings, you know, Lord of all lords, Savior. He's. I mean, there's nothing greater than him. Well, I guess I'll go fuck Tyrone. And then when Jesus says, "Why'd you fuck Tyrone? You weren't spending enough time with me." Bitch, I'm God. You can talk to me anytime. Well, it was still not enough. Like, guys,
Why women here calling us easy to manipulate, easy to control, low education, don't speak English, born to be a maid.
Born to be a maid, bro. This is some guys. This is really low education. Don't speak English. This is what American women, especially what black women, are saying. This video is titled "Ford Women Class Back at Black Women and Defense Passport Bros." Like, yeah, like they're saying that these women are born to be maids. Like a lot of these women end up becoming nurses and coming to the United States, working as nurses and nurse practitioners. I mean, the level of disrespect is hard.
You see where I'm going with this? Personally, I'm not offended because if the shoe doesn't fit, let it slide. So if you're not those American women that I'm calling ungrateful, it's not about you. I'm not talking about you. And in the video, I mentioned the qualities man wants in the woman, which is true. Most men want that, no matter where he's from. And people calling them, oh, they're broke, they have nothing going on in America, that's why they have to live overseas.
See, here's the funny thing: these men are smart. These men are smart. They're broke. That's why they have to live overseas. These men are smart. They have a higher quality of living overseas. They have beautiful wives overseas that value them. And these women understand the things that men actually want. In America, women tell men what they're supposed to want. Oh, I'm educated. Like, oh, I have a college degree. I make this amount of money. First off, we don't care about how much money you make because no matter what, you're not spending on us. You're not spending on the household. You're spending on yourself. Oh, I've traveled. I'm a well traveled woman. That doesn't do shit for us. I speak many languages. I don't give a fuck how many languages you speak. All right. Can you cook? Can you clean? Those are the languages of love for me. I mean, like, and then literally when you bring that shit up, they're like, I'm not your mama. I'm not your mommy. All right. I'm not your mommy. And then the funny thing is, they're like, I'm not your mommy. I don't owe you anything. But then you can't say immediately, okay, well, then I'm not your daddy. I don't need to provide for you. All right. I don't need to provide a roof over your head. You can pay your own bills. All right. So we can go 50-50 on this rent. We can go 50-50 on the grocery bill. We can go 50-50 when we go out to eat. All right. Pay your own fucking phone bill. All right. But all of a sudden, and then as soon as you start saying that shit, then they're like, oh, so you're not a man then? What the fuck do you mean I'm not a man? Well, that's what real men do. And what do real women do? Just take and take and take? Because you want a traditional man, but you don't want to be a traditional woman. All right? You want a man that gives you everything traditionally, but you want to give the man nothing. And then say that you're in a relationship where you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, and the man needs to contribute even more. So not only does he have to provide for both of you and cover the cost of living for both of you, but then he also has to come home and do housework. What kind of fucking bullshit is that? And if you're out there making your own money, you're not helping. If you don't, you're not helping with that in the house. Anything you do in the house, that's what you choose to. All right, your money is your money. The expectations for the man to take care of everything. I mean, it's enough. It's absolutely enough, and it pisses people off, and it gets to the point where they're like, you know what? We're just gonna walk away, and we're not gonna put up with this crap anymore. That's exactly what we're seeing with this young woman. She's basically letting women know that, especially black women, this is the reason why men are walking away from society and they're not coming back. They're not turning back. They're not looking back. You're not going to get, guys. This is a beautiful woman, and men are not. Men are going overseas to get these women, to get these dime pieces. American women can't look like this. American women don't have this real hair. American women are going and bleaching their skin to get this kind of skin. I'm just being real with y'all. They don't have this natural. They don't have these natural. They don't have this natural look. They don't know how to cook and clean. They don't have femininity. These women have natural femininity. American women don't have that shit, and they don't comprehend. That's why, and it's because they're in such deep denial. It's because they're so narcissistic. Why they cannot comprehend. Why they don't understand that men are never coming back. They're never returning. Men are walking away, and they're not looking back. They're not missing a beat. It's like, that's how all pretty girls walk like this. All pastor bros walk like this. This. All pastor bros walk like this because they're walking away and they're done. Men walking away are men walking away from Western society and Western women, and they're not looking back. All right? Guys, I'm going to link you to the full video so you can watch the full video, check out the full video for yourselves, and draw your own conclusion, and let me know more about what you think about this in the comments. why women don't understand that men are never coming back. All right, I want to know what y'all think, because these women are in freaking these women are in denial. As I said before, guys, if you want to show some love for the channel, you can drop some cash via Cash App, PayPal, and Venmo. All the links are in the description of the video. And I mean, guys, it is what it is. It is what it is. That's how it is. That's how it is. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away. And cheers.